All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing our math lesson, and I am here with Sarah the Triceratops. She's going to watch our math lesson, and sometimes she likes to ask questions, so just be patient with her. She's learning. Now, we are starting with multiplication. Multiplication sounds scary. I don't think I like multiplication. Sarah, don't worry. Multiplication actually just means groups of. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to think about multiplication, Sarah, and you can tell me which one you like the most. So let's say that we had a problem that looked like this. 3 times 4. Scary! No, not scary, because 3 times 4 just means 3 groups of 4. I'm going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw 3 groups of 4. So here's one group of 4. Draw a little circle around that guy. Here's 2 groups of 4. Here's 3 groups of 4. So I can just draw a picture of my 3 groups of 4 and count to see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 times 4 equals 12. I can draw a picture to show what 3 times 12 is. I don't like that way. I want a different way. Sarah, you are in luck. There's another way to think about multiplication. So I can also, now I'm actually going to keep 3 times 4 equals 12 up there, because since we know the answer, this will explain it. So another way to think of it is multiplication is like, since it's groups of, I'm just going to add the same group over and over again. 3 groups of 4 means I'm going to write 3 4s. 4, 4, 4. And to figure out what 3 groups of 4 is, I'm going to add them together. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals. So if I can solve that addition problem, I can figure it out. I wrote 3 4s as an addition sentence, and I'm going to add it. So 4 plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then plus 4 more, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. So that means 3 times 4 equals 12. So now I have 2 different ways that I can solve multiplication problems. I can draw a picture. Let's keep track over here. I can draw a picture, or I can run an addition sentence. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals. So now you have 2 different ways to show multiplication sentences. I don't like it. I want another way. All right, Sarah, I'm going to show you one more way, and it's by skip counting. So I can do this with my fingers. And once again, I'm going to solve 3 times 4. So I'm going to skip count by 4 3 times. 3 times 4. 3 groups of 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 time I skip counted. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 times I skip counted. Actually, you know what? I'm going to back up and do this again. Because it's hard to keep track on 2 sets of fingers. So I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my first number. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my second number. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's my third number. So I wrote 3, those are the 3 times I skip counted by 4. 4, 8, 12. So 3 times 4 still equals 12. So I have 3 different ways that I can skip count, or that I can multiply. Wow, I'm having a hard time with drawing pictures today. Let me try again. I can draw a picture, I can write an addition sentence, or I can skip count. Those are 3 different ways to all solve the same problem. Now, I'm going to try one more, and I'm going to write the multiplication sentence. When I write it, I want you to pause the video. Pause the video! And I want you to pick one of the ways to solve it, okay? So we're going to try 4 times 5. That means 4 groups of 5. Now, in a moment, I want you to pause the video, but think, do you want to try to draw a picture? Do you want to draw 4 groups of 5? Do you want to write an addition sentence? Write 4 5s and add them up. Or do you want to skip count? Do you want to skip count by 5 4 times? 5, 10. Either way, you should get the same answer. All right, I'm going to give you a second. Pause the video. I'm going to talk to Sarah for a second. So, what are you doing today? Multiplication. Seems fair. All right, did you guys solve it? Let me show you the 3 different ways you could do it before we try something on our math page. So, I could have drawn 4 groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mrs. Brown, I don't like drawing circles. Can I draw dinosaurs? Yeah, that's fine. So I could count them all up and I would get 20. Or I could have written 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of like adding each of those up as I go. Add them together. In which case I get, let's see, 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Plus 5 is 20. Still equals 20. Or I can skip count. I can actually skip count by 5s without using my finger. 5, 10, 15, 20. I skip counted by 5 4 times. So that means the answer is still 20. I went 5, 10, 15, 20. 3 different ways to solve multiplication problems. I wonder which one works best for your brain. Does your brain like pictures? Does your brain like equations? Does your brain like skip counting, which is really repeated addition? You're going to try all the different ways so that you can really figure out after trying them which works best for you. Because you never know until you try. Good luck. So let's take a look at what our math page is going to look like. We're going to do the first problem. So I can see by looking at here, there are 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how many are in each group? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 groups of 4. A way to write that as an addition sentence is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So that's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. What is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4? How could you solve that? You could solve it by counting each one. You could do some skip counting. You can add as you go. I'm going to try adding as I go. So I'm going to start with 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16. How could I write that as an addition, a multiplication sentence? Well, I have 4 groups of how many in each group? 4. So our factors are 4 times 4, which equals, as we already figured out, 16. So that's one way to solve the problem. The second one, we're going to use orange for this one, number 2, shows it in a part whole diagram. So here I have groups of 8. How many groups of 8 are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 groups of 8. Now, how would I write that as an addition sentence? Well, let's see. I have 1 8 plus 2 8s plus 3 8s plus 4 8s. So that is 4 groups of 8 as an addition sentence. So if I'm doing that as a multiplication sentence, remember multiplication means how many groups of how many? I have 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, of 8, which equals, they solved that one for me, 32. So these are 2 different ways you can use to picture multiplication. The last section, we're going to look at how you change subtraction problems to multiplication problems. Remember, multiplication means groups of. So let's look at this first addition problem. First of all, we have, how many 3s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 groups of, how many each group? 3. So 5 times 3 equals 15. That's like saying 1 3, 2 3s, 3 3s, 4 3s, 5 3s equals 15. Now take a look at the second one here. I have 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 21. So think for a minute, how many 7s are in there? What are the 2 factors in my multiplication problem? Well, I have 1, 2, 3 7s. So that means 3 groups of 7. 3 7s. I wrote 7 3 times. 3 times 7 equals 21. These are a couple of different ways to look at multiplication problems. You might find that one way works better for you than other ways, and that's a good thing to notice because there's lots of great strategies for how to solve multiplication problems. You're going to get a chance to show me what a good job you can do on your math page.